What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about the movie review. Hotel Artemis. Now, the Hotel Artemis is a great concept, very well shot. Charlie Day's classic role. I love the way it looked. I love the way it went down. And what it is a film that's based on is based on the future and showing how the world is in chaos. Because at this point, the world is just a mess. So the world is a complete mess. And then you have the fact that it's war breaking out everywhere. The police is trying to govern. And this old lady, she's an old nurse. She has a hotel, which is basically a hospital for or care stay for the criminals that come there. There's no killing the other patients, none of these things. And she has one physician that like takes care of everything in the hotel. And that person is the only person that's a healthcare professional that takes care of the heavy work for her. And that's Batista, David Batista. Good morning, Scott. So overall, I mean, it's got a lot of moving parts to it. They all come together. And no, I actually saw it. I just didn't have time to make a review. How am I? Very tired. Think I'm very tired. So, Hotel Artemis definitely hit. To me, it was great. The setup is just that when everything started to go down, some things that I thought were going to be important didn't turn out to do anything. So it was like, well, what was the point of this? So some of the marks it missed, but it was an enjoyable film to watch. Brought back a lot of old style type of feel to it. And then seeing certain actors play different roles was interesting. And she's at a dilemma because she has no more vacancies. And then the guy who basically runs the hotel is coming there. And he will not be denied coming in. She's like, well, I can't break the rules. Oh, thanks, Mr. Sledge. I appreciate it. Morning. I saw Hereditary. Man, I saw Hereditary that time, and I did my review of Hereditary. You'll never see a black person go see that movie. I'm probably the only black person on earth who saw the movie. There's a lot of people just like, what am I watching here? And that's just crazy. Uh, uh, That's that movie there. Jeez. Because I don't want to tell none of the. Was it a horror movie? Yeah. It's mixed. It's a cult movie. So it's like a cult horror movie. It's insane. The ending is like crazy. And after that, they got to that point. There's nobody black I know going to see that movie ever. Nobody black going to see Hereditary. I could not tell. Do you think I could get my family, my uncles, somebody to go see that? I go on the west side trying to get my uncles to go see that. It'd be a Hereditary. What's that? Man, I ain't going out there to see no movie to see if white people finna be the devil. I can tell you that by stepping outside. I ain't giving them no $15 for that. They ain't going. Nah, not at gunpoint. They ain't going. They are not going to see this ritual type of movie. They are not going to do that ever. My uncle be shoot. I could just step outside. I could tell you that. I ain't gonna get them $15 so they can tell me the white people are the devil. There is no way that is gonna fly with them. No way. I'm like, well, I won't be watching this again. Did it scare me? It made me uncomfortable. And when normally a movie makes me uncomfortable, I'm not gonna be watching that ever again. It was pretty stupid at certain times because it was like, why don't he just get out the house? Get out the house. What you sticking around for? No, Batista's not in that movie. Now, Hotel Artemis, that's what we were talking about earlier when I did my review. I gave it 3 stars out of 4. I liked Hotel Artemis. It just had some points in there where they hit a snag. The snag that they hit and the problem that they ran across was the fact that it was pieces that didn't go anywhere. Like you never really understood why certain people didn't like certain people, or you never really got it. But I finally a character that Charlie Day played that I liked. Blindsided and losing Isaiah. Well, The Blind Side turned out to be a good movie, and so did Losing Isaiah. But then there's a black couple who adopted a white kid, and they took care of him, and they were very wealthy, and they story didn't get turned into a movie. Now I was like, wow, I thought that would have been pretty good, but the fact that he actually went to the NFL and had a career, you know, And Michael Orr, he was pretty upset with the movie. And he was like, my mother never taught me how to play football. Like they made him look like a complete idiot. She had to make him tough to go tackle somebody on the football field. It was like, this is ridiculous. So as a football player, they used all that against him. It's like, oh, come on out here, blind side. I'm like, oh God. They on the football field is brutal. So the movie made everything harder for him on the football field. But the whole thing, it just exposed a true fact. Like they basically took him in because they were boosters for the university. It was like we let Michael go to whatever school he wanted to go to. Sure, he did. They were a bunch of rich boosters. They saw this big, gigantic, strong black guy. They was like, he gonna be great for the football team. Automata that we give all our money to. They already rich. They's like, let's room and board him, bring him in his family. So now it's legal. And then we're gonna send him on to play football. Come on. They tried to cover that up with that movie and sugarcoat it. It's exactly what was going on. I saw through all that. We love you, Michael. As long as you're making tackles and blocks. Yeah, that's what it was, the NCAA and the blind side. Losing Isaiah was some crazy stuff that went down. I know. Tell me about it. I like Soul in the Hole better than I like Hoop Dreams. Hoop Dreams are just cool because it was from Chicago, and I knew what things were. I'm like, oh, I know where they at. Oh, I know where they at. My cousin was in the movie, so it became some good hood stuff. There's no telling. He could have been another Danny Manning, Benji, but he definitely the city ended up paying the family money because of that. That was a big blow to the city. Yeah, he was on there on the 30 for 30. Hold on one second. No, not really. Benji died because he didn't have to die. He died from losing a lot of blood. The saddest part about it is that they brought his body in, and his mom is a nurse, so she's used to seeing dead bodies come in or in stuff in the hospital all the time. And it happened to be her own son that they were wheeling into the hospital. And when she grabbed his toes, she knew, like they said, it was cold. Man, it ripped the city apart. I was I was so young at the time that I didn't really like my uncles, my older cousins that played ball. They were like devastated. But it was the fact that unfortunately it took his death for them to get a trauma unit that was close there. The closest trauma unit is used to be downtown. Some like you had to go around there just to find a trauma unit. Places that's used to handling situations like that. It was an excellent documentary. The thing is, my father always wanted to make a movie about that, but somebody else beat him to the punch. I mean, I'm fortunate that I never had to have that in my life. Like I was blessed to have a family that we didn't have drug addicts like in our immediate family. Like I said, none of our family barely even drunk liquor. Nobody smoked. No tattoos, nothing crazy. Just core good people. We had the whole family raised each one raised one type of mentality. Like the it takes a village mentality. I don't know what happened with Mimi. But no, Mimi's great. I love Mimi. She's the cousin that's closest to me. We seem to be on the ball, Sagittarius, through and through. Exactly. Great family values. They'll get you through. Anyway, I got to get my day started. Mm, Peace, DeAndre, Skippy, Rich.